Aspyn. I wanted to do one eye just to make sure that I liked the makeup look that I came up with, because I didn't want to end up doing a tutorial that I was not happy with. So this is the first eye. I use more of the purple shades in this palette. I really wanted to play with that. I haven't done the under eye yet. I'm really excited to, I really like working on the under eye, so I'm excited for that. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this eye. For my eyeshadow primer today, I'm actually gonna be using a concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Morphe Macchiato concealer, and I'm just gonna apply that much. I don't know why lately I have been using concealer for my eyeshadow base. I'm gonna go in with a Motive Cosmetics concealer brush and just kind of start cleaning up. So I'm just dabbing it on. Alright, so that's gonna be my eye base. I'm gonna go in with the first color in this palette, which is Desert Sand, and it is this bony peach color right here. And I'm gonna be applying this like as my base. If a palette has a bony color, chances are I'm gonna be using that first. So I went ahead and applied that all over my lid. It looks pretty good. And now I went in with the color Eden and Amber. This is Eden right here, and this is Amber. I'm gonna be going in with these two and this brush actually, which is from Tarte Cosmetics. So I'm dipping and dabbing and then going in my crease. Just kind of like that, doing the infamous transition color. I'm bringing it up a little bit. I'm really not too concerned about the transition color because eventually it's just kind of like a background color, but you do want it to just get nice and blended. You might see me go back in this eye a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and get the color Amethyst, which is the purple right here. This is probably one of the best colors in the palette in my opinion. It's just very pretty. And I'm actually gonna go in with a different brush. I'm gonna be using a Morphe. I hate that this white and gold collection, it doesn't have any numbers. Probably on the website, I'm sorry, but like on the handle it doesn't. So I'm gonna be applying the purple on the outer edge, but also in the crease. But I'm using this brush because right here it's a little bit more triangular shaped than like domed. So I could be a little bit more precise since it's a little bit of a sharper brush. So I'm just going back in the crease, and it's gonna give it kind of like that, I wanna say purple smoke. This could get kind of muddy, so be careful. My trick with cleaning up like a muddy shadow is going in with like a bone color and just kind of diffusing. And I seem to kind of do like a mess of eyeshadow first and then go in and really clean it up. Now I'm going to go back in with the Amethyst color, but I'm just going to concentrate the color on the outer edge and almost like, there we go, like really place the color down. So that is what I got going on right now with this eye. I originally did want to use Retrograde. Retrograde is right here and Twilight is right here, and I kind of mixed the both, but the main one that I use is Twilight. I think I like Twilight better. It's just much more prettier in my opinion. I'm going to be using the synthetic brush. I did use this brush first because I knew that I was going to use this one for the concealer on this side, but I think a synthetic brush would probably be your best bet when it comes down to the shimmers in the Huda Beauty palettes. Or you could use your fingertip, which I have no problem doing except for the fact that I have a nose right now and I still kind of use it a little bit. The shimmers in this palette I feel have the most fallout than the mattes. The mattes didn't really give me a problem. Alright, so I'm applying this kind of like if it was going to be a cut crease, but I'm not really being too precise with it. It's just going to be like the main lid color. And I'm just applying it in the center. And I'm going to dip into Retrograde and just kind of like layer it on top. And now I'm actually going to use my finger wet. So I got Twilight right there and trying to give it that extra zhuzh. There we go. So that is what I got going on. I'm going to go ahead and now add more Amethyst color, that purple, on the outer edge of my eye. And I feel like this matte performs really well for me. Like the color just kind of sticks to my eye. And even with the shimmer, I feel like it did really well. Like in just playing on the side. Can you guys see that? It's so pretty. I think this is my favorite color in the palette. I really like how this ended up looking. So I'm gonna probably add more purple on this side right now. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my eyeliner. I will be using Pure Cosmetics. This is the On Point eyeliner. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean it up with a Q-tip. I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry up a bit. I am gonna take off this lash just because it's a little bit too long for me. They're beautiful, it's just a little bit too long for me right now. And I'm gonna go over my eyeliner on this side because I don't want there to be like gaps. I've been having trouble with that lately with my makeup. And I want to clean up around my eyeshadow underneath my brow bone real quick. So I'm actually grabbing face powder. And I'm just brushing away. For my mascara, I'm just going to be using the Tarte. This is Lights Camera Action. I like to apply mascara on my lashes because it gives the lashes, the falsies, like a base, if you know what I mean. So for my lashes, I'm just going to cut these up a little bit more. So I'm going to be using Sweetheart Lashes. I recently made an order with them. These are the Natalie. So I would recommend cutting your lashes, your falsies beforehand, because honestly, for most people, the regular lash band does not work. It's just too long. But of course, it is the option for people who have longer eyes. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my glue. This is the Tarte Pro glue. I love their glue for lashes. It is really, really good. One of the best glues I have ever used. I actually need to buy the full tube again because I'm out and I just have the mini tubes. And I'm using it in the black since I have my eyeliner going on. And these are pretty huge lashes that are not going to look natural. I'm going to go ahead and clean up any of the fallout. I didn't really have much on this side considering I had already cleaned it. But this side, you guys will see that there's a pretty decent amount of fallout in this palette. Especially with the shimmers. Usually if I'm doing eyeshadow, I usually always do it beforehand. So just because for a lot of palettes I experience a pretty decent amount of fallout, and I don't like taking that risk anymore. I used to do it all the time. Not here for it anymore. But if you do like to do your face makeup first, because I know we're all different with how we apply our makeup, that's something to consider. This size feels very comfortable on me, so I'm going to go ahead and let that be. I know it looks a little crazy, but it feels very, very comfortable on me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and let that dry. I primed my face to what it feels like a long time ago before I did this eye. So I'm going to go ahead and re-prime. I'm going to be using this little YSL Tester Blur Primer that I have. I really like this primer because it is very blurring. But it's moisturizing on the face as well. So it will hide your pores, but it doesn't make your face feel super cracked, if you know what I mean. But I know it's probably really expensive because it is YSL. And I just got this little tester version and I don't even use it often because I want to. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. I'm almost out. Oh, there we go. We got some pumps in, and I kind of, part of me wants to just use this, part of me wants to use something a little bit more like thick, but we're just gonna apply this one first. My skin has been pretty chill with me lately, so alright, so I'm applying it with the synthetic brush, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. I don't really like to dip my beauty blender in my foundation because I find that that's how I get a lot of stains. I already get stains on my beauty blender, so I don't need bigger stains. And we're bouncing. Right now, we are out of waters in the house. We've been out of waters for approximately like 1 hour. And I'm dying. Ruben's like, we have water from the... Oh, he's FaceTiming. Okay, now I'm going to be using whatever is left in my Makeup Forever stick foundation. I love this foundation. I'm still using it till I'm down to the very last of it. And I'm going to be applying it with this brush right here. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use some of it. Wow, I'm really digging in here. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm doing a little stripe. This is, if you could not tell, one of my favorite foundations. Favorite foundations ever. I will definitely be repurchasing. Let me know if you guys would want me to make a video about items that I will be repurchasing or that I repurchase all the time, because I love those type of videos. And this is actually one of my favorite combos. Alright, so for my contour, I use the Hoola. I love this contour. This is just a regular contour stick. Thank God they made this. That was a little dramatic, but you guys get my point. For my concealer, I'm using something a little bit different. Well, not different, but I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage in Natural, and I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. I do swipe sometimes with my beauty blender, like kind of like this, and honestly I feel like it works fine. I swipe and I tap. I mean, I don't do like big swipes, but you guys get me. I feel like my forehead, this area right here is going to be difficult, so I'm going to go in with this brush right here and just kind of buff it out first. When I go in my under eye, I do avoid swiping because that's kind of where you'll really be able to see the lines. So I do my best to tap in the product as much as I can. Okay, I'm gonna go in with just a little more concealer. Okay, I basically did another layer of concealer. Okay, so now that that is blended in, I'm going to be baking with my Kat Von D translucent powder. I'm almost out of this stuff. And because I am pretty oily, I'm just going to like kind of put it all over my face and my forehead. My makeup will move. Like, if I don't set my entire makeup, it will move. By the way, if you have dry skin, do not put that much powder on your face. Even if you have oily skin, try to figure out just how oily you are, because I assure you a lot of people don't need as much powder as I do. I'm gonna go ahead now and dig into my Frankie Rose contour and highlight palette. I feel like something weird happened, like this oxidized really weird. I'll let it sit and see what happens. Okay, now I'm going to be just bronzing up my face a little bit. I'm using a Juvia's Place BH Cosmetics, my bad, brush. And then I use a Time LA brush for my highlight. For my contour bronzer, I'm using the same Frankie Rose palette. Alright, for my blush, I'm going to be using this new blush that Pixie Beauty sent me. This is their collaboration with Aspyn Ovard. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into this. This is very pretty. It is called Rome Rose. Oh, that's pretty. It has like a shimmer to it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spray my makeup down with the Tarte Cosmetics Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. This is perfect if I'm looking dry. Ooh, girl. It's kind of scary. Alright, I'm going to start picking out my lip color. Alright, I'm going to be using one of my favorite colors on my lips. This is Angel by Kylie Cosmetics and the Bel Air Lip Liner by Gerard Cosmetics. I love these lip liners. Alright, I'm gonna get the color LA, which is this a velvet? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I think it's better to apply your lenses before, 100%. I just forget sometimes. Alright, and before I get to working on my bottom lid, underneath my waterline, I want to make sure that it's really bright underneath here. So I'm going to go back in just a little bit with the highlight. For my inner corner, I 100% want to do Nefertiti because I know that it's just going to look the best in the inner corner. So I'm going to go ahead and dig in with a little brush. Celestial would look really pretty. I mean, Angelic would look really pretty too. I actually want to dig into Angelic just to see what that would look like. Oh, that's pretty. I give it a little pink hit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that like that. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. This is another Morphe brush I've been using a lot. It's really little so you could get very detailed. And I'm going to go in with Amethyst again and apply this right here on the outer edge of my waterline. And because this color is so pigmented, I'm not really having to do much like blending or like application, if that makes sense. So that's just Amethyst right there. I do want to give it just a little bit more like dimension, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna grab the color. It's between Eden and Blazing. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Eden, which is this color right here. It's like the peachy shade in here. And I'm just gonna apply it on top and mix them together. And it makes a very pretty color actually. Almost like a dusty pink. And then just right at the outer edge of my eye, I'm gonna get the color Oud right there underneath the eyeliner. clean it up. And I'm basically done. I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara on my bottom lashes. I think like a metallic liner would look really pretty, but I'm just going to leave it like this. Or you know what? I would love a purple liner. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be using this Makeup Geek eyeliner. This is called Orchid. Orchid? Oh, is this too pastel-y? Oh, this should be good. I'm actually going to switch the mascara that I use on my bottom because I don't want to get mascara marks. So I'm going to be using Roller Lash since it's a little bit more precise. Alright, so lastly, I'm going to just apply some highlight. And I'm going to be using Hudabeauty. It's a Hudabeauty day. I'm going to be using her summer solstice. The summer edition highlighting kit. I'm just going to go in with Malibu. This is like one of my faves highlighters actually. It's so pretty. It just goes. And I'm kind of applying that all over my face. I want you to myself. Alright, so now that my face is super highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and set it with the Morphe Prep and Set. Alright guys, so that is the final look. I'm going to hit you with some beauty shots at the very end, but this is the final look. Let me get kind of close and show you guys how it looks. I'm overall really happy with the way it turned out. I think the colors are really pretty in the palette, and I had a lot of fun playing with the purples. If you guys like this look, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And since you're there, subscribe to my channel if you're not and you would like to be. Of course, I would appreciate that so much. And I have not really mentioned this before, but if you like my videos and you're subscribed, you want to be notified, make sure to hit the little bell down below. You guys know that will give you notifications for whenever I upload. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.